Al-Marfooaat. Al-Marfooaat are words that are in the nominative case, meaning they are marked by dhamma or substitutes. So the words that end with dhamma or what comes in its place, they are called as marfu'at, and they usually occupy specific roles in a sentence. We're going to look at the main types of marfu'at. There are 8 of them, so we'll just mention them all. We have mubtada, khabar, fa'il, naib al-fa'il, ismu kana and its sisters, khabar inna and its sisters, ismu la and ma mushabaha bilaysa, and khabar la لنفي الجنس. Let's look at them one by one. Mubtada means the subject of a nominal sentence or the first word in a nominal sentence. Nominal sentence means a sentence that begins with a noun. So the first noun in a nominal sentence is called as mubtada. As an example, al-bintu jalisatun. The girl is sitting. Here the word al-bint is the mubtada. So we just have to mention mubtada and what it is and give an example. And after mubtada we have khabar, which is the second type of marfu'at, and that is a predicate of the mubtada or the completing information about the mubtada, the subject. So in the same example, al bintu jalisatun, we mentioned mubtada was bint, so then the jalisatun is the khabar. It's a predicate or the information about the bint. Third, we have fa'il, which is the doer of a verb, or we can say the subject of a verb. And when we have a verb, it is from the verbal sentence. A verbal sentence is a sentence that begins with a verb. For example, darasa talibu darsa. The student studied the lesson. Now, to study is the verb and the doer is at-talib. So, al-fa'il is going to be at-talib. Number 4 is naib al-fa'il. And what's naib al-fa'il? And that is a subject of a passive verb. And what do we mean by passive verb? Passive verb is a verb in which the doer is not mentioned. Right? So, in other words, we call it, the literal meaning of naib al-fa'il is substitute of a doer. So there's no doer, but the object becomes a substitute of the doer. So for example, ukila ta'amu, the food was eaten. Generally we would say, like for example, the student ate the food or the boy ate the food. Now the doer is not mentioned, it's removed and we just say the food is eaten. Now the word or the naib al-fa'il that we're looking at is at-ta'amu here. That's why you could say naib al-fa'il at-ta'amu. Number 5 is ismu kana and its sisters. And what is kana? Kana is actually a verb which enters the jumla ismiya and it makes the mubtada into ismu kana and khabar into khabar kana. And ismu kana is marfu' and khabar kana is mansoob. That's the general definition of ismu kana. Kana and its sisters. So here, mithal is kana al-jawu jamilan, the weather was beautiful. Ismu kana here is al-jaw, the word after kana. Likewise now, khabar inna is the 6th one. Khabar inna and sisters. Mithal is inna al-jawa jamilan, the same sentence, but we just change kana to inna. What happened? As a result, jawu became, as you can look here, jawu became jawwa and jamilan became jamilun. So inna's ism is mansoob. However, inna's khabar is marfu'. That's what we're looking at. Khabar inna is marfu'. Jamil. That's why there's a dhamma here. Number 7 is ismu la and ma mushabaha bi laysa. Ism of la and ma, which resembles laysa. Laysa means not, like it's to negate something. So they negate a normal sentence. The ism of them will be marfu' and the khabar will be mansoob. So mithal ma khalidu mujtahidan. Khalid is not hardworking. So ismu ma is Khalid over here. That's why it's dhamma. Another one, la baytun khaliyan. No houses. The house is not empty, or like that. Okay, la baytun khaliyan, or no house is empty. Here ismu la is baytun here. Finally, khabar la li nafil jins, and this is a specific kind of negation. It is used to negate an entire class or category of something. The khabar of la li nafil jins is marfu'. So for example, okay, la taliba fil fasli qa'imun. This whole sentence means there is no student in the classroom standing. So this la taliba, like I have negated any single student in the class standing. Now the point here is the khabar of la li nafil jins is qa'imun over here. This is the marfu' that we're looking at. Now coming finally to the different states of marfu'at. Now we mentioned the marfu'at, the main sign is dhamma. Fine. That's why we said the mufrad for singular, the main sign is dhamma. For example, at-talibu jalisun. However, if it becomes muthanna, which is dual, then the sign changes from dhamma to alif wa noon. So look, at-talibu jalisun, that is singular, the student is sitting. What if we want to say two students are sitting? We change the dhamma to alif and noon. At-talibani jalisani. If you want to make it plural, jama, and here what they mean by jama is jama mudhakkar salim or sound masculine plural. We just remove the dhamma and put waw and noon, right? But the talibs, the plural is tullab. So let's look at another example. We have mudarris, mudarrisani. Okay, mudarris dual is mudarrisani, and the plural is mudarrisuna. So al mudarrisuna jalisuna, which means the teachers are sitting. So if it's singular, dhamma, if it's dual, alif noon, and if it's plural, it's waw and noon.